Tryna make you happy and then she goes. 나만 혼자 남겨뒀어. 대화가 필요해. 너 먼저 나에게 말해봐. 너와 나의 이 관계가 달라졌음 해. We're out of time, so tell me you want more.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to another vlog. If you don't know me, my name's Tammy. I'm an artist and small business owner, and here's what my days usually look like. Because I'm self-employed, I like to work on my own schedule. That's like the biggest perk for me for running my own business is that I can do whatever I want, whenever I want. Usually, I'll wake up early in the mornings, but last night I had the worst stomachache of my life, so we're taking it easy today. Like when I tell you the stomachache was bad, I woke up at 1 a.m., took medicine, drank warm water, did everything I could, but my tummy was hurting so much I couldn't fall asleep until 4 a.m. So that really messed up my sleep schedule. I still got up at 8 in the morning to, take care of Winnie and everything. But right now it's 10:36. Let's have some oatmeal. Cheers, guys. This is just what I needed, something warm and simple. Before I get to work, I always need a fun little drink. I'm gonna make a matcha, but look how cute this oat milk is. It's so simple, but so effective. This is why I picked up this oat milk, but actually the ingredients are pretty good too. Amazing. Cheers. Today's vlog is going to be really fun. Of course, we're going to do a lot of work, but also we are going to start my small business glow up. I saw this series on my friend's Instagram. Her name is Dory. Definitely check her art out. But she started this series called the Small Business Glow Up Guide. I thought this was something that I just really needed to do. So in this vlog, I'm going to follow part 1 of her guide today, and then also just catch you guys up on what I've been up to. All right, so in all of my years of running my small business, I've never sat down to make a brand deck. A brand deck, if you don't know, basically entails the identity of your business, what you are, who you are, your goals, your demographic, basically what you want your small business to achieve. You ask questions like, why does your brand exist? Who does it exist for? What will it do for people? This was one of the first things I learned how to do in graphic design school, and I just never did it for myself. I think it's because at the time I started Uncomfy Co. back in 2020, I was in the depths of university. I was already doing this for other brands, for my other job, and I just didn't feel like I needed to do that for my brand. I was just selling on Etsy back then. I was just selling handmade art back then. But a lot of things have changed. Obviously, this is my full-time gig now. This is my livelihood. I've downloaded Dory's template. Definitely check it down below if you want to use the same template that I'm using for my brand deck. Whether you want to start a business or you've already started a business, doing things like this is so important. Think of this as the plotting and scheming part of a business. It's truly manifesting. And this is also just something that most businesses do, or something that most graphic designers will make for a business. So let's get started. Whenever I'm working at a desk, I use my plushies as a little posture buddy, and it's actually so good. All right, friends, welcome to Uncomfy's brand deck presentation for 2025. The slide deck was only 7 pages, so it was really easy to fill out. This is my personal brand deck for Uncomfy. I just put my logo here. I did pay a graphic designer last year to make my whole logo suite, so this really came in handy. The first page is the brand overview. So Uncomfy Co. is an art and lifestyle brand based in Denver, Co. Our products are made to bring a little warmth and whimsy to the journey. Cozy heatable plushies, thoughtfully designed workspace essentials, and small reminders that you're doing something amazing. Uncomfy Co. isn't just a brand, it's a feeling. It's a hug for the days when things feel hard, a nudge forward when you're ready to take the next step because you're capable of more than you know. And I know this from experience. The next slide is a mission and value statement, which is just a more refined version of our introduction. Uncomfy Co. is here to inspire dreamers, creatives, and small business owners to embrace the uncomfy and the journey to growth. The next page is brand positioning. Who is your audience and how do you want to come across? Uncomfy Co. will be a source of creativity and inspiration for students, professionals, and aspiring entrepreneurs, especially in creative fields. The section beneath it is what I thought was most important. How do I want to come across? I want to come across as warm, encouraging, genuine, thoughtful, and intentional. I want to be the comforting voice that reminds people it's okay to struggle and growth takes time. I balance ambition with joy, reminding people that even the hard or mundane parts of growing a business can have a spark of joy and magic in them. Here are my unique value propositions. What makes you different from people doing the same thing as you? For me, I think it's my lifestyle, my personality, and my story. Uncomfy Co. began as a handmade business, but then I made a big choice to pivot. Now I'm focusing on designing and manufacturing, and through my journey, I really show people what it means to step outside of your comfort zone and grow. Personality-wise, I'm also a very anxious person, and I think this makes me relatable and joyful to watch my journey from someone who was super awkward to now I can stand in front of a camera with almost no problem. Here is my visual identity. Again, huge thanks to the graphic designer who I commissioned to do this for me. Her name is Moof Studios. I'll link her down below. And then last page is just my mood board. I really wanted to put my own images here because I wanted to really invoke feelings of warmth and this year I'm making plushies and coloring books, so I'm really trying to focus and hone in on those 2 products this year. This video is sponsored by Shopify. I used Shopify to build my online store back in 2022, so almost 3 full years now, and I haven't looked back. It's honestly been one of the best decisions I've ever made for my business. The online store editor with Shopify is so easy to use, so seamless. You just drag and drop, and I love how you can easily see what it looks like on desktop versus mobile, because that's super important to know. Most of your customers will be scrolling on their phones, especially if it's a limited drop. And speaking of limited drops, there's seriously nothing more gratifying than the Shopify live view. Just seeing all of the dots on the map and all of your hard work coming to fruition. It's so cool. Whether you want to open an online store or sell at a physical location, Shopify has you covered. They have tools for literally everything. Shipping labels, they got them at a huge discount. Email marketing, they have that tool as well. So if you're ready to start or take the next big leap in your business, you can get a free trial by going to shopify.com/uncomfy. I also have a QR code here, and thank you, Shopify, for sponsoring this video. And that is my brand deck. This was so fun to make. The template itself was great because it gave you prompts and showed you why things are important for you to fill out. Like the unique brand proposition is something that I think about subconsciously almost all the time, but never put into words. Same thing with my brand mission. Of course, it's changed over time. When I first started, my brand mission was to simply make people happy. I think on my website, even my slogan was made to make happy. And now it's totally different. I found that over the years, my superpower is a step beyond that. Not only do my products make people happy, but they are a reminder and a message to people that they can also pursue and live a creative lifestyle. So again, shout out to Big Blue Tank for making this template. I truly feel like this is such a good first step in a small business glow up series. Definitely check out her Instagram, and I highly recommend making a brand deck. This was so fun. It was so easy. And now I have way more clarity on the direction that my small business is going. lunch, I'm having another really simple plain meal. I'm just having 2 boiled eggs, half of a sweet potato, kimchi on the side, and then the other half of the banana that I didn't finish this morning. The time is 5:26. After I finished up the brand deck, I, of course had lunch, and then I took Winnie out for a walk. And right when we got home, I kind of just settled into my comfy clothes and just worked on some videos. Obviously, this is a big part of my job as well. So I was just editing drafts for some clients and also responding to customer emails. So yeah, I think it's time to move my body and get in a workout. My stomach is finally feeling settled, so I'm really just excited to move my body and get strong again. I mentioned this earlier, but I'm on my fitness grind. On top of going to hot yoga 3 days a week, I started lifting weights again. I'm using the Alive app by Whitney Simmons. Not sponsored, I just think it's a great app. And that's been really fun. I've been documenting my journey on Instagram and TikTok. My goal is that by the end of a full month of working out consistently, I'll be able to do a push-up, like a full push-up. I've never been able to do that in my life, I don't think, or if I did, it was probably with much strife. So yeah, that's just a little personal tidbit. My health is super, super important to me. I'm self-employed. I don't really have any health insurance benefits. I pay for health insurance now, but for a while I didn't have any health insurance at all. So over the years, I've been really implementing things like getting enough sleep at the bare minimum, 7 hours, eating as healthy as possible, exercising too. All of those things matter so, so much. I think when I get back, I'm finally going to start working my coloring book stuff. We just have a few things left to do creative-wise, and then I have a lot of stuff left to do business-wise for both the plushie launch and the coloring book launch. So let's take care of my body first, though.
Last rodeo written on my back window. I've never tried this before I met you. Here we go into the wildness unknown. You seem to shift what I thought that I knew.